This week on Supercars Talk, I preview the Truck Assist Winton SuperSprint. On a weekend where we see the Formula 1 cars in Monaco and the Indy cars at the Indy 500, the Supercars get to go to Winton. Probably being a bit harsh on the track, it's actually produced some good racing over the years, and I really like the variety in the Supercars Championship. You know, we go to these outstanding facilities like the Shahins have built over at Tailem Bend in Adelaide, and we go to the Grand Prix. You've got the great street tracks like Adelaide and Newcastle. The bull rings of Simmons and where did we go? Wanneroo last time. And then you get kind of these the country kind of tracks like Winton and Darwin. People really pick on Winton, but they always bring out the line. Dick Johnson saying it's like racing around your clothesline, the old Hills hoist. But they did do an extension since he made that comment on the track, and it didn't really hurt the track at all. A lot of tracks these days, when they do extensions or, they fix it up a bit, it seems to turn it to crap. But Winton's stayed pretty good. To be honest, I'm a Victorian and I've never actually seen a race there. I have been there quite a few times, been up there to do track days and see mates run and things like that. Never actually, out of all the Victorian tracks, I've never actually been there to see a Supercars race. Maybe I should put that on the bucket list and head up there sometime soon. This weekend we've got another slightly different format. We only see the cars on the track on Saturday and Sunday. There'll be no Friday running for the Supercars. This leads to a bit of an interesting kind of situation. We've got the knockout qualifying again. And so previously this year we've seen the guys run on the Friday. They'll have a practice session. Then Saturday morning you'll have another practice session, which is the one where they run essentially the first stage of qualifying, where your top 10 automatically go through to Q2. This weekend though, no running on Friday, so the Saturday morning practice session is the one, the first time the guys are out on the track is the one where the top 10 go straight through to Q2. There is a slight kind of reprieve for the guys in that there isn't the additional co-driver session on Saturday morning. So the guys who've got co-drivers there to run, they will have a bit of an idea what the track's like before they essentially go out for, kind of the first part of qualifying. So there will be a little bit of testing. And it does kind of put a bit of an importance there on the co-drivers, really elevating their job for the weekend, get a baseline run on the car and things like that before the main guys step in for what's essentially the first qualifying session. So after all of that practice is said and done, we've got the knockout qualifying session. We're getting quite used to that now, where it's coming out at every Super Sprint round this year. I like it in that you see the cars going out a lot and things like that, but really lengthens the qualifying sessions a lot. I did used to like those short, sharp sessions where it was over and done with really quickly. This is probably a little bit better for the people at home sitting there, probably more the people that are at the track there, because they get to see the cars go around a lot more, which is, that's actually one of my arguments of why I don't make the long drive out to Winton, because, there's a bit of it takes up your whole day, and it's a bit limited to the amount you see the cars on track. That's probably an argument for another day. So after the lengthened qualifying session, we've got race 13 on the Saturday, which is 40 laps. Sunday we'll run with the same timetable, other than the fact there's no co-driver session in the morning. So we've got practice session, the 3-part qualifying, and then race 14 is 67 laps. So last year, if you just looked to qualify, you would have thought it would have been a pretty straightforward weekend. We had Scotty and then Fabs on the front row for both races last year. Races a little bit different. We actually saw Rick Kelly win on the Saturday with Scott Pye and Shane Van Gisbergen in third. A bit of a surprise win. The Nissans were right up there all weekend. Caruso was kind of batting there as well. I think they qualified 4th and 5th on the Saturday, and something pretty similar on the Sunday. Hopefully, then this year they, kind of continue through with that. On the Sunday, Fabs did. He used his front row start to good effect with SVG in second, and Scotty McLaughlin ended up third for the day. That was a bit more of a straightforward affair in the end. So if we look at the form guide from last year, we could say, Nissan's in with half a shot. Of course, DJR Team Penske's going to be up there. There's no kind of question about that. As for the paint jobs for the weekend, yet to see what Percat's going to be wearing this weekend. I'm sure that they've had a few good ones this year. Hopefully this is another hit. No one else has changed any paint over the few weeks break we've had that I know of. Just continue to wait for a few announcements over the next few days. So on the weekend, while Formula 1's in Monaco and IndyCars are at the Indy 500, we're off to Winton, and we'll see you next time.
Put away your inhibitions, let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and